Hello dear students, welcome to all of you on the India's number one platform Unacademy, and I am your favorite educator Dimple Nair. I would like to tell you about my introduction first. As you all know that so many students knows me already in defense category. I am MA English, MPhil English and B.Ed. I have been teaching English from the last 15 years to different students, means to say at academic level as well as in the competitive exams. So as I believe that the experience as well as the knowledge of the teacher always help the learners, so I feel that my experience as well as my qualification will definitely help lots of students as it is going on. Now it's the turn to tell you something about my subject. As I am English teacher, so it's my primary duty to take care of all the four skills of English. Want to tell you that what are the four skills? Four skills of English is LSRW. L means to say listening ability, then S means speaking ability, R means reading ability, and the last one is the writing ability. These four aspects are the aspects of English. Whenever the learner wants to learn my subject, I always focus on all these four basic pillars of English. First, we have to pay attention on the learning skill of the student. If his learning skill is weak, then he can't speak, then he can't read, even he can't write. What we do always, we always pay much attention on the writing skill of the students rather than paying attention on the reading and the speaking skill. We never always pay attention on these two skills. So this is my basic quality to teach English anywhere, either it is competitive or it is academic exam. I always try to develop the habit of reading, speaking, listening in the student. Then we move to the writing ability, because without these three points the student is not able to write properly, especially in English. So these are called the pillars of English, and I always pay much attention on all these four pillars. Now I am going to tell you about the role of grammar. What is grammar? You know that grammar pays much attention in especially my subject English. Without grammar we are not able to speak, we are not able to write, we are not able to understand. So what we can do to improve our grammar? We should pay much attention on the basic rules of grammar, because some basic rules of grammar can help us to learn to speak, to write. So to move forward with this point, I am going to teach you a basic topic of all the exams, that is article. Article is the basic chapter of all the English grammar. Article means to say use of a and the. As you know that article chapter can be divided into two parts: definite article and indefinite article. What is definite article? Definite article is called the, while indefinite article is called a or an. Now I am going to show you some slides related to that topic so that you will feel and you will understand in a much better way. Uh, just wait for a second. Okay, these are the some important points of article. All the students can note it down also. Otherwise, you can download the PPT after the class. This is rule number 1. Use of an. An is used before singular countable noun, which means that can be counted. What do you mean by countable and uncountable? We can divide the things into two parts. One is countable and another is uncountable. If we can count the things, then it is called countable naturally. And if we are not able to count the things, then they are called uncountable. What is countable and uncountable? Like stars, sugar, we can't say कि इतना pieces of sugar मुझे दे दो, we can't say इतना pieces of milk मुझे दे दो. So if we can count the things, then it is called countable, and if we cannot count the things, then they are called uncountable. So a or an is used before singular countable noun, which means that can be counted. What is the quality of a and, dear students? A and N is the only article that can be used with countable nouns. We cannot use a or an before uncountable noun. Please note it in your copy that a or n cannot be used before uncountable noun. A or n can only be used before countable noun. These are the some examples of point number 1. I have a pen. What is a pen, dear students? What is a pen? Pen is countable noun, so we can count it. That's why we are using a before it. She has a car. What is the car? Car is countable, so we can use article before it. Only before countable things we can use article a and n. She is a housewife. Housewife can be counted, so it is the countable thing. Noise is uncountable noun, yet it takes a before it. नॉइस क्या है? अनकाउंटेबल नाउन है, लेकिन फिर भी ये अपने से पहले ए और एन को, इट कैरीज ए और एन बिफोर देम बिकॉज दिस इज अ फ्रेज. दिस इज अ फ्रेज. डोंट मेक अ नॉइस. ठीक है. डोंट टेल अ लाई. ओके. सो दीज आर द फ्रेजेस इन विच ए और एन इज फिक्स. नाउ रूल नंबर 2. In exclamatory sentences, a or n is used after what and how before the singular countable noun that comes in the sentence. In the exclamatory sentence, what do you mean by exclamatory sentence? All those sentences in which the listener shows surprise. The listener shows he doesn't know anything else. So in the case of surprise, we can use exclamatory sentences. So in exclamatory sentences, if they starts with what and how, then we always use a or n before them. A or n can be used after what and how in the exclamatory sentence. Rule number 3. In the case of and the place of per, you know that a and n is always used before measurement unit. What are called measurement units? जितनी भी चीज़ें जिनसे हम नाप तोल सकते हैं किसी भी चीज़ को, that are called measurement units, like kilogram, liter, gram, milliliter, 100, million, trillion, thousand, they all are called measurement unit. So before measurement unit we always use a or n. A or n is always used before measurement unit. So in the place of per, an can be used. This car runs 20 kilometers a liter. 1 liter नहीं लिखेंगे हम यहाँ पे. We cannot use 1 liter. We will always use a liter. I earn 10,000 a month. 1 month we will not use 1 month. We will use a month because this is a measurement unit. So we always use measurement. We always use a or n before measurement unit. So I hope that all these 3 rules are very clear to you. But if there is any problem with you, then you can please ask me. You can please tell me. I am going to show you all these 3 rules again so that you can ask me any question if you have. You can ask me any doubt. This is our rule number 1. Only the simple rule this is. Before countable noun, we always use a or n. Before uncountable noun, we cannot use a or n. This is just a simple rule. These are the examples of this rule, that where we can use a or n. I have already told you. And exclamatory sentences, we always use a or n after what and how, because in exclamatory sentence, if there is exclamation mark in the sentence and the question starts with what and how, then we always use a or n after what and how. Rule number 3. In the sense of per, we always use, a or an before it. In the sense of per, we always use a or an before measurement unit. Now this is rule number 4. With a few words that denote the number of countable nouns such as hundred, million, trillion, thousand, liter, gram, kilometer, dozen, we always use a is always used. It has been already told by me and the rule number 3. This is the next part of rule number 3. Actually, this is not rule number 4. This is the next part of rule number 3. In the sense of measurement unit, we always use a or an. So I hope all these 4 rules are clear to you. This is the last rule of this class, rule number 5. A is used before fractions. Whenever there is a fraction, we always use a or n. A or n is always used before fraction. So I hope that my class is understood by all, and I don't think that there is any problem related to my class, but if there is any problem, then you can ask me any doubt, whatever you want to ask me. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you all.